forth together with a willing mind.
Willing mind. Willing mind. Go ahead, huh?
And as they were at Jerusalem, there appeared before them on horseback one in white clothing.
Woo! So that's what gets us going. And then you got now in the news, they talking more and more about the chariots. We've been talking about the chariots. The apostles have been talking about the chariots. So that gives us hope. Like, hey, the Lord is with us.
Right.
Like, yeah, hell yeah. Like, who the fuck? Hey, if the Lord be for us, who can be against us? And that's what was in our mind. Like, fuck am I? Why are you afraid? It said the Lord have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power, love, and a sound mind. That's right.
Shaking his armor of gold.
And the angels like, let's fucking
ready.
go, man. You know, like getting roused up, like, yeah. That's why we went and took Jericho, because who appeared? With the sword drawn. Yahweh Shai, like, man, it's already done. Go do as I tell you to do, and the wall's gonna fall. Go ahead.
Then they praised the merciful power all together.
Rakatha Yahweh Bashina Shai, we praise the merciful power, man. You would think our people done, through, destroyed. The Lord still has mercy. He's sending angels. I'm here. I've always been here. Just do what I told you to do. I'm gonna fight for you.
And took heart, insomuch that they were ready not only to fight with men.
Woo! And he said they took heart, which means they took mind. And even in the Spartacus show, he said, put your mind to purpose. Hey, put your mind to purpose. We never went so hard for anything in our whole lives until this truth.
That's right.
And we willing to give up life, everything, whatever, man, for the truth. Go ahead, huh?
It says, but with most cruel beasts, and to pierce through walls of iron.
Woo! So they were ready to go up against fierce beasts, and even to pierce through walls of iron. That's what spirit we in. Like, man, hold up, man, we're going to bust through the walls. We're going to get lasers coming out. We're going to fly. We're going to have power. These men had that type of power, man. Yep. And they were like, hey, we got help from heaven. Ain't shit. Ain't nothing can stop us now. Go ahead, huh?
Thus they marched forward in their armor.
Woo, they had the armor on. All right. We have the spiritual armor on. We marching forward. Like, man, ain't nothing stopping us. We only going harder. You can cast down our videos. You can terminate pages. We still coming.
That's
We
right.
right here.
Right.
You can't stop it. We're juggernauts. You know, the juggernaut was busting through the wall. Like, bah! Can't nothing stop it. Go ahead, huh?
Having a helper from heaven.
Having a helper from heaven. And we know that we have all help from heaven. Yahweh Bashim Shai and the hosts of heaven. Even Michael is going to stand up for those that's written in the book.
For the Lord was merciful unto them.
Ooh, the Lord is merciful unto us again, as he was merciful unto our forefathers that stayed subject to him and not fearing the encroaching of the heathen, you know, not being afraid of the damn decrees. Oh, you don't keep it, we'll kill you. Whatever, man. We gonna keep the way. We already did. We already did, man.
Hey, imagine that's your response to an Edomite who tell you that. Imagine when he gonna be like, oh shit.
What do you do with someone like that?
Right.
Yeah.
How you destroy somebody like that? Right. Go ahead, huh?
It says, and giving a charge upon their enemies like lions.
Woo! We gonna give a charge upon our enemies like lions, because it tells you in another place. And the brother get Jeremiah 16:16. We're fishers now, but we gonna be hunters soon.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
It says, they slew 11,000 footmen.
Woo!
And 600 horsemen.
Ah, man.
And put all the others to flight.
Hey, which means put them to death.
Right.
Because that's the ancient world saying, when you put them to flight, your ass through. Like, there's no prisoners of war here.
Hey, that's so like that's a saying now. Take flight on.
Or take flight on your ass. Like, he ain't give you no fucking time. Your ass getting beat into the ground. You through. You through. Leave him. Cause you know how a nigga get his ass beat so fast, it's like, it's quiet. You just hear niggas just get beat into the ground. Ain't nobody saying
Flight on this.
All you hear is
it took flight.
Yeah, that's all you hear is
All you hear is, oh!
And like the brother Big Judah had that the Isaiah 4:1 when he had the podcast. And at the end you had Jake like, oh, Jake was like, that's in the Bible. You know, Jake was like getting hyped and shit. Imagine that. You know, go ahead.
It says, Many of them also being wounded escaped naked.
Woo! So our enemies escaped naked. They got their asses whooped, man. Like you can't stop Israel when they're one with their power, man. When we're one with our power, you can't stop it. That's why they can't stop this truth. We only just speaking words. Imagine when the Lord makes us hunters. Go ahead.
And Lysaeus himself fled away shamefully and so escaped.
Man, so he escaped. Yeah, but you threw. Go ahead.
It says, who, as he was a man of understanding, casting with himself what loss he had, and considering that the Hebrews cannot be overcome.
Woo! They cannot be, and it said the Hebrews cannot be overcome.
That's right.
So you niggas huddling in the corner and shit, how we going? They can't be overcome, man. We can't be overcome.
That's right.
You can't overcome the apostles and elders, and he's the top man. You can't even overcome the brother that just came in and shit. He knows more than you.
Yeah. Hey, these brothers on the other side know way more than these Christian pastors.
Through. Man, why so many of our young black men leaving the church? Nigga, they going to the church.
That's right.
They going to the church. The only church, the congregation.
I hate niggas, man.
Niggas,
right.
like nigga, go get another line of work, nigga.
Right.
You know, nigga mad about the money. Go Joel Osteen. Nigga got
That's
envelopes
right.
for you niggas and shit. Go to him and shit. You niggas are all drug dealers and shit.
The suggestion is to make it a movie.
It gotta be a move.
It's
Like,
exciting and
It's exciting.
hey, and you know what's funny? It's funny because it is a movement, because it is a military thing. We're making a movement. They're like, oh shit, they about to come attack us. We ain't attacking nobody. We just casting down imaginations. And it's funny because during the time of the Maccabees, their wars was known throughout the ancient world. Like the Romans heard about it, like, oh shit. Damn, they went up against the Greeks, a small force like that. And then people like, they leave them Hebrews alone.
It's in Rugrats.
It's in Rugrats, yeah.
They got it in cartoons and shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, there you go. Go ahead.
It says, and considering that the Hebrews cannot be overcome, because the almighty power helped them.
Man, the Almighty
Right.
helped it. And then all of our people that was put down, whether it was through innocence or they was just put down, it was the vengeance of the Lord, because Jake was through. They was moving wrong as hell, and the Lord had to put down a lot of Israel. But yet the Lord was still with our people because he was with the Maccabees. He's like, I'm with them, that's for the law. Shit, I'm gonna come defend them, fight for them, and they gonna preserve the law and the testimony. Go ahead.
He sent unto them and persuaded them to agree to all reasonable conditions, and promised that he would persuade the king that he must needs be a friend unto them.
Woo! Hey, so he went to persuade it, like I'm telling you, man. We went up against with all the force elephants, all type of shit, and they fucking put us down. Like, what the fuck? A small force like yes, I did that. Go ahead.
Yes, sir.
Then Maccabees consented to all that Lysias desired, being careful of the common good.
And he was thinking about the people. You know, we don't do nothing to get our people fucked up. Niggas out here burning shit down, BLM, just being demons and shit. You getting Jake fucked up out here, following you niggas, man. But what we do, we just preach the word and that's it. We're telling you what our God is going to do against our enemies.
That's it.
And then when he lifts us up, woo,
That's
get
it.
out of the way. Lord willing. Get out of the way.
We wait.
We waiting. Hurry up and wait.
And whatsoever Maccabees wrote unto Lysias concerning the Jews, the king granted it.
Hey, the king granted it because I believe Antiochus was already dead. This was his son, if I'm not mistaken. And he's like, damn, my father war with him. He went up again and they put his ass fucking down. And then the Lord killed his ass and shit. So he was like, damn, I'm gonna leave him alone, man. I can't fight. What's the point of keep fighting with these type of people? They can't be overcome.
He was smarter than his father.
Yes, he was. So he's like, I'm gonna agree to whatever terms they want. I'm gonna leave him alone. Go ahead, Victory.
For there were letters written unto the Jews from Lysias to this effect. Lysias unto the people of the Jews sendeth greetings. John and Absalom, who were sent from you, delivered me the petition to subscribe.
Hey, and is that not what's happening? A brother stood up against the MindSeed, Vanessa the Dream, and they coming out that is unconstitutional. They're out there like if it's a religious gathering, they don't have to stand 6 feet, they don't have to put masks on. We do it like the Lord is working in our favor against these niggas in their own kingdom. Like, damn, you can't go against because, damn, like, we gonna have to change that law.
Yeah.
And there ain't nothing you can fucking do, man, because it's up to how about you.
Hey, how you know is why would you make the law like that? Like, you know, like he hate us so much, but the Lord put it on his spirit. But like allow the religious people to like preach still.
And it's funny because he put it in his own law to make himself seem like he was the religious one.
Right.
But really it was us.
Yeah,
and it's like the Lord was like, I made him do that so when the time is right, they can go out there and preach and have freedom of assembly, freedom of religion, and freedom of speech.
In the midst of all this,
In the midst of, come on, man.
In the midst of it all,
all this shit these niggas terrified of.
in the midst of it all,
Being forced into, I should say.
right. And there it
So
is.
to speak.
That's how
They
you know
made
that's the
it.
Lord, man.
I didn't have no choice.
You know how many niggas is saying that right now?
Every day, bro.
Every nigga say
You
it.
had a choice. And the choice is wrong.
Or I hear, oh man, my girl, they made my girl get it, so you know, I just, you know.
Well, get another girl,
It's a
nigga.
simple nigga.
And the thing is, Esau ain't even pulled out the sword yet, and these niggas scared.
Yeah,
He just pulled out a decree.
Right.
I'm saying like the other day, y'all stuck down there in Dallas because he said he's talking like this to you niggas. And y'all-
Yeah, he flinched down like. Hey,
Jumping and
Hey, he fell out and shit.
He
really got
did a
hit.
feint too, and then
Yeah.
came with the jab.
it is flinched and you know, oh shit.
Esau just shouldered the gun. He just shouldered the shit. Like,
Hey, he did that ice cube shit. You got a problem? You got a
Yeah.
problem? Shit. Oh shit. I know you got a scripture. One I told you before earlier. Oh, come on, Shaw. Read that.
It says, and made requests for the performance of the contents thereof. Therefore, what things soever were meet to be reported to the king, I have declared them, and he had granted as much as might be.
Man, imagine coming from an actual person that fought in the wars against Israel. They was like, man, we see some crazy shit too. They was shooting lightning. Who was shooting lightning? Just men came out. They was who came from the, hey, you know. They was like, what the fuck is? Damn, what type of people is this? Like he crazy? No, they like, no, my king, he's right. Hell, you should have been. That's why warfare was for men. Cause war was so crazy, like fucking horses and elephants, and nigga getting crushed. You're like, oh damn, you barely make it out. Like, oh,
Hey, the niggas that do make it out, some of them shaking.
Have you seen that Saving Private Ryan, the D-Day?
When they first landed.
When it's like a nigga with his arm looking for his
He looking for his shit.
Like,
You know, niggas on fire.
Yeah.
Reality.
And then remember how the time slowed down? He was just looking like,
Yeah.
put the helmet and shit on. Like, that's how it really is. And shit,
Trying to stay focused.
Yeah, that's right.
I can't wait to see.
Hey, you
women
gotta finish the mission.
Right.
Cause you got these ugly ass women want to join the military. Your ass could not have seen
They don't
things
got a
like
choice
that.
now. They just
Oh,
said
yeah.
that they're eligible for the draft now.
Yeah.
So they don't have a choice.
Hey,
You need to go watch Saving Private Ryan and
Forrest
movies
Hill.
like that. What was the other one? 1917?
1917 for
Yep.
World War One.
It's another one called We Were Soldiers with Mel Gibson.
Yeah, that was Vietnam War. Then you had the Korean War with the Blue Bloods and Black Bloods. The one with Jake,
Young Bloods.
the Young Bloods and shit. And then you had them ancient world wars like Troy and shit. Like how my man Achilles was taking them dudes on the fucking step. Like, wow. Like, he's looking at their ass up. Then he seen that one dude come. He took that spear like, wait. Wow. Threw that motherfucker, man. Yeah, it was beautiful.
Slayed that heathen statue.
Oh yeah, he fucking cut that shit out of here. He was the fuck out of here, man.
Yeah.
Hey, and
He
this,
defiled the God of so and so. They haven't judged him. I seen him strike the temple of Apollo, and the man didn't strike him down. Like,
Hey, Esau lied to these women because when you look in the movies and shit, he puts these movies like Wonder Woman where she came from a planet where it's just all women warriors and they fucking men up. All right, then you got them bald-headed bitches on the Wakanda movie, the Black Panther. All right, you got the Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? No, the Black Widow. So Esau been pumping you women up. Like, yeah, we could be warriors too.
Yep.
God through.
That's right.
Get the fuck out of here. Now,
If you notice, bro, they always make them the strongest one out of the group.
Yeah.
Like Wonder Woman can compete with Superman,
yeah.
and Captain Marvel could 1v1 Thanos.
Yeah.
He killed the whole Marvel universe, but this bitch.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, that's bullshit, man. It's bullshit, and this devil is a sorcerer, man. Because that's what
They eat that shit up.
Hey, that's what the heathen did. The heathen would pump their women up like, yeah, y'all can do what y'all want. But when Israel came and took their ass down, Rahab was the only one who had sense. Oh shit.
Hey, since I'm already holding Isaiah 32:1, I'm gonna jump down to 9.
Go ahead.
Isaiah 32:9, it says, "Rise up, ye women that are at ease."
You better rise your ass up, man, and do what is requested of you, man. Because you're gonna need a man in these days, man.
That's right.
Even David, when he was in the heat of the battle, he called to the Lord, and the Lord sent a chariot and got him up out of there. That's how crazy ancient warfare was, man. It's like, you didn't know what the fuck they was. And King David came out with no scratches on him.
And
you know,
Babylon's top harlot, Brittany Renner, she talking about now, like a man is not a financial plan. I guess she lost her house, she lost her car. Now her and her sister got to move in with her mom. She's sitting there on Instagram crying.
Let's go. And that came out this week, right? Hey, that's beautiful. Right? Because Esau's scared, his military through, the chariots is out there, the angels.
Yeah, she's through.
Hey, also, these women is getting their asses handed to them. And what feast are we in, Akio? Feast of dedication. It was the defeat of the Edomites, but also the woman.
Yeah.
Because your ass listened to this demon, and your ass is falling right with this asshole.
Right.
That's why the brother reading this scripture, you women that got some sense, you sisters, you rise your ass up and stop acting like a damn bird brain. You know what time it is, man. You know?
Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Hear the voice of the Lord through his men. Lord ain't about to come down and talk to your ass. If Israel couldn't even face the Lord at the mount, tell me the Lord will come down and speak to some woman and shit. Fuck out of here. You hear the Lord's voice through his men. You on the Lord talk to you die and shit. You through.
Give ear unto my speech. Many days and years shall you be troubled.
You troubled now. You are in trouble. When this government shuts down, you gonna be through. You women gonna be through. You single mothers, through. You are done. Because in the ancient world, if a woman was a widow, man, she was through. If she didn't have no financial help, if her father was dead, her brother, you know, she was done, man. You know? And even Judith, the actual woman that did kill one of our enemies, she needed the strength. Like, she was afraid. She was, I'm scared. Lord, give me strength to cut this nigga's head off. But he had to be drunk as hell. She couldn't have did it when he was awake and shit. Like, oh no. He had to be drunk as shit. And then she, 2 chops. Like, she's like, I need strength. Didn't happen the first time. Wow, that shit was cool. And she needed her maid
these
to
days
take
can't even cut a piece of chicken.
Hell
let
no.
alone
Bro.
right. Come on, bro.
Man.
And that took strength then.
Yeah,
So, you know, go ahead.
Ye careless women,
Ye careless women. Go ahead.
for the vintage shall fail.
Hey, now it's talking about EBT, government assistance, WIC,
Child support.
child support. All of that is coming to a close, and you gonna be on your fucking own, man.
Right. Hey, these social media sites,
Through.
that's
Yep.
a part of y'all vintage, because
Yep.
y'all can get money off the fans only and that other shit.
And when money is scarce, a dude ain't thinking about the Quay. He thinking about, I gotta eat.
That's
I
right.
gotta get around.
Yeah.
They ain't gonna be thinking about your weak ass box, man. They gonna be thinking about surviving. Go ahead.
The
Your
gathering.
mindset's gonna change in that day, especially when it's a physical family. The last thing your body's gonna be thinking about is busting the nut.
That's right.
And that's keeping it real.
You have to conserve energy.
Yeah,
Heck
you gotta, your body's gonna be thinking of ways to keep you alive.
That's
first.
right.
Hey, and that's why the Lord said the women that's gonna be sent to the middle of the Lord, they gonna have their own clothes and food. They just gonna be wanting to get,
Right.
you know, because you know that's what a dude think about if you got a damn woman crying behind him and shit, like, damn, I gotta feed her, feed me,
shut
feed
her
her.
ass
You know,
up.
like, but they gonna come already with it. Like, okay, you got it, and we just want to be with you.
Because as the scripture say, you already know they're not as strong as men mentally. And that's just a regular man and woman in the world. How much more so a man that knows these prophecies? He's
right.
gonna have to put up with it with a crying woman and a crying child, you know what I'm saying? These people in the world gonna be through, they're not gonna know what to do.
That's right.
Go ahead.
The gathering shall not come. Woo! Tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled ye careless ones. Strip ye and make ye bare.
Hey, we seeing that right now because it said the gathering shall not come, because you know the people in the fields had to go glean. They had to take it to the city. And then they're like, all right, here's the granary of the king. But remember in Samaria when they besieged it, it said the ass's head was sold for, you know, 4 score pieces of silver, 80 pieces of silver, or an ass's head.
Damn,
And
barely
then
no meat on there.
and then the king, and that ain't, you ain't even supposed to fucking eat that. And then the king was like what aileth thee, woman? And she's like, my king, like, he's like, the Lord thy power don't help thee. What can I do?
Right.
And then he said, then she told him that they ate a fucking child, and then the other woman, he was like, he ran his clothes down.
It's beautiful that you brought that out because these farmlands are still being seized by the government. They're paying them not to grow crops.
They
man.
and then they're besieging this place with the supply shortage, man. That's a siege itself. Go ahead, up.
And gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Yeah, you need to be in a humble state, because you being proud and shit like that demon that came on the apostles' comment board, you through. Your ass wouldn't know nothing about Yahweh Shemel Shai and what's coming without these men. So death to your ass, man.
right.
Without the brotherhood, where the fuck would y'all demons be, man? We never even in hell with you women, because
That's right.
the whole time the apostles' brothers been going strong, getting the hate, getting the slander, getting the lies. We doing the work of Yahweh Shemel Shai. It ain't about clout. It ain't about you ugly ass women, man. Even though we know we gonna get women, it's like it ain't even about that. It's about what's right. And only men can stand up and fight this particular war. Just like all the wars in the ancient world, only men can stand up and fight those wars. You women didn't have no place in there. That's why your ass was spoiled. They killed all the men. They took you women and you children as slaves.
That bitch that came on the apostles' channel. I got put on timeout because I was close to the script.
Okay, you go. Now what to the top?
Put me out there to your boys.
The brother.
And I hate how women say that, like, boys, we're not fucking boys.
That's right.
We are men. You fucking women are always talking this shit. You women ain't women. Y'all ain't even little girls and shit.
That's right.
I don't know what the fuck y'all are, man. Oh, the bitch. There you go. A shameless woman shall be counted as a dog, and that's what you is, man. Now, we gonna get women. We gonna get women. That's gonna be with the brothers. But you bitches, you shameless women, y'all through.
That's right.
The Lord gonna destroy your ass. That's
right.
He gonna kill you, man. How dare you disrespect his sons, man? By disrespecting them, you're disrespecting him. So you through. Go ahead, up.
This is Isaiah 32 and up to the top in verse 1. Behold, a king shall reign in righteousness.
That's right.
Woo! Yahweh Shah Mashiach is gonna reign in righteousness. Go ahead, up.
And princes shall rule in judgment.
Woo! And princes shall rule in judgment. That's the men of the Lord. Beginning with the hopeful elect, 12,000 men out of each tribe that's going to be standing with the Lamb on the mountain. Go ahead.
And the man shall be as in hiding place from the wind.
Woo! From the destruction. A man.
That's right.
One man, an Israelite man, and a man chosen before the foundation of the world.
That's
right.
The initiated soul.
Man of the Lord, not a bad bitch. A woman with
That's a
bank
spirit.
with a bag. Yeah, that's the man of the Lord.
Hey, Salakia, Salakia.
No,
The
you
scripture
got-
said a king, only a king can raise a king, not a so-called queen, you know?
There ain't no queens. Y'all through.
I like how you said that.
Y'all through, man. Okay, you the queen and shit. Then where the fuck your army at? Everybody fled and shit. You just through.
No,
Like,
let them be queens. Go into the etymology of
Yeah.
the
oh,
yeah.
you a harlot, hussy,
Prostitute.
You a prostitute,
Yeah,
mistress.
yeah, be a queen.
That's
bro.
what they are.
That's what you are.
Yeah.
And you got all these niggas that's for your ass. But hey, what happened to Jezebel? Remember the eunuchs that remember? Hey, my man Jay.
Off the top.
Yeah, my man Jay who rode up to the city was like, he's like, cast it down, cast it down.
Did the dogs eat her?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing but her hands was nothing found but her skull, hands, and her feet.
Yeah, that's all the bitch was using. Goddamn head. Let's get the fuck out of here.
It says in verse 2, and the man shall be, and the covert from the tempest.
Woo! That's another hurricane, a storm.
Yeah,
Man.
he said that on
Right?
As rivers of water in a dry place.
Woo! So if you in a dry ass place, you see some water, you running as fast as you can to that ravine, water, you know? Especially you in the desert, that's how a man of the Lord gonna be. Just like on Book of Eli, just following him and shit. Can I follow you? No, where you going? But it's like he had a mission, man.
As rivers of water in a dry place, as the shadow of a great rock in a weary land.
If it's a blazing hot day and the cloud comes over the sun, you like, oh man, or you find shade or something, you like, man, that's relief. A man of the Lord is gonna be relief for these women in that time.
That's right.
Go ahead up.
Verse 3, and the eyes of them that see shall not be dim, and the ears of them that hear shall hearken.
Woo! And the ears of them that hear shall hearken. So the ones that's gonna really fear Yahweh Shemashah, what he's gonna bring, they like, man, we gotta get right, both man and woman. You gotta come to the men of the Lord to get what's going on, man. Go ahead up.
The heart also of the rash shall understand knowledge.
Hey, we're understanding knowledge. Because, at first you don't really understand. You have to quiet yourself down, humble, and learn. That's right. We all had to learn. We said, quick to speak. No, you got to be ready to hear. Yep. Go ahead.
And the tongue of the stammerers shall be ready to speak plainly.
Hey, we had stammering lips. We're speaking plainly to you. Now, ain't no time to play. It's not entertainment. We letting you know what's coming. And if you don't get it, you through. If you do, blessed are you.
The vile person shall no more be called liberal.
That's Esau Edom. At the very same time that the men of the Lord is speaking plainly, this man Esau Edom, who was a liberal, this dude is evil. He's being seen as that. He's being revealed in his time by the same men that speaking plainly. Go ahead.
Nor the churl said to be bountiful.
And churl means like a evil person. He's not bountiful anymore. He through. His fucking own people is catching hell. The economists say this place is through. We done. It's like it's over. Like what the fuck you want us to do? Go ahead.
For the vile person will speak violently.
Villainy. So the Esau speaking villainy right now. He know he killing people, but yet he's still pushing his unvaccinated over here. There's a vaccinated over there. There's a Aryan in here. He don't know it.